Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of Misguided Penmanship. Hey, Anthony, I got a question for you.
Okay, I have an answer for this.
What was your biggest inspiration to do what you are doing and or trying to pursue in your life right here, right now?
So honestly, the inspiration for me.
By the way,
this
Daniel, I'm
stuff,
going to be asking you this question too, so start thinking.
I honestly couldn't tell you. As a little kid, I've always loved movies, and one of the things that I did that was probably really weird is, even as a kid, I'd just sit there and I'd watch the special features on movies. And a lot of times back in the day, special features were just like behind the scenes, like the cast, showing all this, doing that, and I loved it. I loved the idea of the behind the scenes of movies just as much I loved the actual movies themselves. And so it was always a big deal for me. And I remember that was always a passion I had, even in school. I would just make up storyboards for like how the next Spider-Man movie should be, or this or that, and that's just kind of how it's been. That was just my thing. It was movies, and always a passion. And then I really got into photography and the appreciation of compositions and stuff like that. And
I can get into the sewers.
I don't know. It's hard to describe what pushed me to it, besides just my love for it.
All right, that's a good answer. Daniel, your turn.
Okay, so what I'm doing in my life right now. Well, I needed money.
I didn't know there were any. I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
No.
a good picture.
So the reason I'm looking at the career I want is because, I always wanted to make video games, and I was like, well, at the same time,
Did you skip the cutscene?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I always wanted to make them, and I was like, well, I also don't want to make video games because then maybe I would lose some of that enjoyment. So I was like, well, what makes sense in my brain? Lines of code. So that's why I went into what I'm going into.
And what are you going into, Mr. Butch Camper from Fortnite?
Software engineering.
Ooh.
All right, your turn.
Your turn.
Okay. One.
Where is he going?
That means I gotta play the game.
I have to think of an answer.
You knew this was coming.
Well, the problem is I know my answer. I know the answer deep down in the back of my mind. But I'm not ready to put that on a channel yet. Put that on YouTube. So, currently...
I mean, we can stop the recording and you can tell us your answer, and then we'll be like, oh, they got lost.
Yeah, we can pause.
No. There's like two big ones. So I'll say one of the big ones. Ever since I was little, ever since I was younger, I have always wanted to help people. That's always everything that I wanted to do. Anything I did was to help someone else. After I was not a good person. But anyways, so I've always just wanted to help people all my life.
Don't lean on the door, Anthony.
So, along with that, the problem is that at a younger age, when stuff would happen, you know how, like, for example, when you told someone you'd do something, and then you forget to do something, and then they get mad. Well, they don't even get mad. They're like, fine, I'll do it myself. Or another example of this is when...
when in Avengers, and you get the scene with Thanos, and he's like, fine, I'll do it myself. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. I understand.
Sure, but that is the worst version of that, but okay. And then also the feeling you get where like you can't help someone when you can, like when you don't. Like it doesn't have to necessarily be your problem, but just ever since I was younger, I've always wanted to help. And that was a big thing that I didn't really understand about myself. Is I would always feel bad and feel disgusted about other people's situations. Like, of course, there's the feeling bad for someone, but I'd feel guilty. And then, I think this is why I radiate so much with Spider-Man more, is that after really sitting down, reading, digesting, understanding Spider-Man, because I didn't really as a kid, I am able to understand that what I felt was similar to his sense of responsibility, where it's like, I have the power to be able to do something, it's my duty to do something.
With great power comes.
That's it.
With great power comes. Oh.
What? So it wasn't necessarily that. It could be just the feeling of responsibility, but
Connor's always thought the answers to his problems.
maybe a little bit of a savior complex, but whatever. Nonetheless, that feeling of always wanting to help people got me into customer service. I realized that's not really where I want to be. So, as a kid also, I used to write a lot. I love writing. Love being able to say my creative world. And also, those stories, those movies, those songs that I listened to, all those helped me get through tough times. So I was like, if I can help people, I want to help people the same way I know how, which is helping these people through music, writing, things like that. So, didn't really pursue that too much. It's a fun side project still, but was that me? POV when my stomach growls at 3 a.m. because I got the tummy wummies because I ate Chipotle.
Dude, one of the best lizard scenes that I've ever seen is in the new animated Spider-Man series with Neil Patrick Harris. Pinnacle lizard. Great. Sorry, just that reminded me of that.
I don't know this new animated series, I'm not gonna lie.
I'll show you the one episode. The series itself, mediocre. It has some pretty cool stuff, some it's not so great. And especially since when it released out of order. The original chronological story's all fucked up.
Did he say annual or anal?
I don't know.
I looked away from the screen and I heard
I wasn't paying.
anal? Anal? I don't think it was an anal physical though. I don't think Spider-Man's that far gone saying that he's gonna give him a prostate exam.
Yeah, bro. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Holy shit! How many attacks did you hit him with just now?
One.
No. Yeah, hit him a lot.
Was it the parry?
No, I did parry once.
Oh my
No,
god.
there was a crush tag, you dodged crush tag, but you did a finish to it.
Oh yeah, I did.
Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. But anyways, always wanted to help people. Got into customer service. It wasn't for me. Now I'm currently a 911 dispatcher, and that's pretty cool. And I like that. I'm helping. I realize also that I prefer to be more hands-on with whatever I do too. But overall, the job's really nice. Makes me really happy. Yeah. Time to go out of places too.
He got big.
He keeps getting bigger.
That's not where the camera was supposed to be though.
That didn't work.
What? I
The
don't know
camera
what you're
got
talking-
stuck underneath a random object.
I have the antidote. Let me help you.
Shit, parried, bro.
No, you can't parry
Oh,
because
wait,
of the crush tag.
yeah.
Stop fighting me.
Blizzard design in this game is really
The only way to get you back.
He
You
looks
could
kinda
just
like,
hold the button?
No, you can tap it early, but it doesn't help as much.
yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a small Godzilla.
I can see that.
Stay still.
I just spammed all my gadgets and beat him down, and he did not move. He could not move, I was too aggressive. I did not let that motherfucker breathe. Because then he does stuff like this, and it makes me angry.
I hit certain way.
Spider-Man fucking dies the game in the movie.
Halfway here.
I've been playing this game too long and I keep forgetting which button does which one.
I can cure you for good, slams his head in the fucking floor. I'm saying a lot of naughty words.
It's fine. We're fine.
Fuck yeah!
Don't say that.
So, the new season of The Boys.
I haven't even
coming out
seen the
sometime
first one.
It's
Yeah, I wouldn't say sometime soon.
what?
I would not say sometime soon. It's getting started sometime soon.
All I know is that there was a leak of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 saying that they were going to bring the boy skins, more boy skins, as in Butcher, And I want Butcher. I've wanted Butcher since the first one.
Doesn't Butcher take a serum and gets laser power, eye power?
He does take. That's season 3 stuff. But
Yeah,
like,
season 3 spoilers.
Whoa! Why are you getting damaged? I thought the suit was impenetrable.
Oh, no, you don't.
But
So long.
yeah, he does do that. I have yet to watch TV. I really should do that.
I watched one episode. It's not bad.
I've heard it's not bad. But I know it is important to the overall mythos
For the rampaging lizard
of
you
the
are finishing
continuation
right
of the
now.
series, you know, if that makes sense.
This is not
I'm
happening.
going to eventually finish it, but I've only just started it. And I don't mind it from what I've seen, but also a little bit more about the original Boys series. Season 1 and most of Season 2 feels a lot like build-up, but the way they do it is really, really nice. Like, I don't remember a time watching the show. Actually, I do remember one moment because I got...
Slow down.
It was weird. I don't even know if I can technically... It's not a bad thing, but I don't know if I should technically say this in the YouTube video of, like, one of their arcs is an arc that happens, in my opinion, a lot. I can't think of any of them off the top of my head, though. But, like, I don't know. One of the arcs in the second season wasn't too fun. But overall, the show was great. Loved the show.
Which arc are you referring to, if I may ask? Stormfront?
Stormfront, and then near
Okay.
the end of Stormfront when everything's actually revealed.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I think overall that wasn't a bad part of the show. I agree with the fact that, it felt very not important to the main story at all.
It wasn't
And
the fact that it
kinda
didn't feel
slowed
not
everything
important.
You know I don't want to do
What?
this.
Was
It,
that
it
also-
slowed everything down from its main thing, but I feel like part of that was necessary so we could get like the story of Gen V.
You asked for this.
I haven't
And
watched
then-
Jibby enough to know that we needed that.
So everything was Stormfront and her stuff in that season, and the hospital that she goes to in that part. The hospitals where all of those students from Gen V come from, more or less.
Ah.
Yeah, because a lot of those people escaped, and then with that, then became the public perception of Compound V for one. And so like, it has its repercussions, so I understand why it's there. But I agree, it was not my favorite arc of the show. Have you finished the comic?
No.
Here it comes.
It's definitely way different than the show, but to be fair, you take a person that doesn't want to write superhero comic books and they're like, you are forced to write superhero comic books, and you get
Damn it, the needle.
what that would be, which is
I am
not the
losing
best
this
thing.
antidote.
But it's not bad, I guess.
I am curious to see what else going to do.
There were some interesting arcs that they didn't do, that the other thing did do, and yada yada. Still fun. It was a good time.
I've enjoyed it thus far. I feel like they're definitely taking a lot of good liberties, is what I meant.
Is it?
Where to go?
What's the Homelander actor, like Alexander Smith or something like that? Yeah, the actor. For
Oh,
Homelander.
no. Like Anthony Stark.
Oh god, I was so off.
Yeah,
I
no.
got the two first letters.
The actor is such a,
Anthony Starr, yeah.
or not the actor, the character is such a little baby boy.
He is a dude. That's the whole point. Anthony Starr and Tony Starr is an amazing actor. I love all the cast. That is one of those shows that I loved watching behind the scenes stuff of.
I agree.
Oh, bye-bye! Now this is the moment where we get two lizards.
No, that's Deadpool.
Imagine if that actually happened, though, where if it's like Patrick from SpongeBob, where if you cut off a limb of him, he regrows into a multiple.
That's how Deadpool works.
So we get two lizards.
I saw a comic.
Oh, I
of
loved that.
Sandy cut Patrick in half, and they grew two of him. He's like, it just makes me hungrier.
Was it was it only in like the Sharpie pen? Yes.
That it is.
That transformation is so cool. It's so gross.
Fine. If I have to hurt you, I will.
Also, I felt this fight was dragged out a little bit,
I didn't like how many times I had to beat down the lizard.
A new trick.
but the fight I struggled with the most
Weak to get control back.
was a later fight that's important to the main storyline. Like one of the more highly anticipated ones, not the final one, but
You're not strong enough.
I never used those. I could never get those to work. I just spammed him with gadgets until he fell, and then I beat the shit out of him.
They're scared of you.
I got them to work once, and then I completely annihilated him in one round.
Yeah.
Like, I agree. Anthony Starr does a great job as Homelander, because it's the way he just plays that, like, not, I don't know how to say it.
Man Shadow?
Not man-child, but just sociopath.
I watched there was like a death battle or something between Invincible and Homelander.
Do you mean Omni-Man? Was he red with a big O on his chest?
Yes.
That's Omni-Man. Invincible's also so good.
Yeah.
Wait, is Invincible Omni-Man's son?
Yes.
Okay.
If you ever did want to read those, I have all three of the like omnibus. But like the stories, the show does it really well. The show focuses on different things of the same continuity, which is really interesting because it helps slow things down. It helps you get more of an attachment, more of a dynamic. This is what I wanted to talk about earlier because remember how you mentioned that it felt like the comic books were moving too fast? That is so fucking cool. The way he just did the Doc Ock arms.
You're mess.
POV, me and my girlfriend.
Me trying to feed my younger sibling their Flintstone gummies.
Your younger sibling is like 17.
When his younger sibling was a lot younger, they were quite the menace.
I think
What do you mean
everyone
they
has
still
a
are?
dynamic though with the siblings though.
Oh.
There's like one's more tame than the other one, and normally it's the. Actually, I had more problems with the older sibling, but I'm the youngest sibling, so. I like how the suit looks underwater.
Yeah, it actually looks pretty good.
I like how it's less movie underwater.
I like this version of the suit, like of the symbiote suit.
Yeah.
You know how it changes across the story. I like this version of it better.
I always cringe each time I see like in games and stuff someone that just like has a missing appendage.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's just like, oh, I'm playing the game. I'm immersed in the game. Is that my arm? Is my arm gone? Panic.
Interesting.
Because
I'm sorry, I'm gonna let you go.
no, it's fine. It's not the same problem I have in real life because dealing in customer service, you greet with people that, not that there's anything wrong with it, anything if they have an appendage loss or anything. Oh yeah, those get heard in there.
Yeah, I just realized that. I forgot
Yeah.
we were recording.
We just keep popping on it. So just bring the rock closer to the benefit of you. I don't know what your thought process was. You could have totally just kept it closed, and you're like, "Hey, I think this wants the
Over
rock."
here. Whoa, back off. I'm going in for a closer look.
Well, anyways, back to Invincible.
It's okay. It's okay.
The video I watched, there was a problem that they talked about where it was like, basically there's a thing that writers do where writers can think of a really big distinct scene, a scene that they absolutely love that they're excited for. So they have to get there in order to do that scene. So that's why it kind of feels rushed, is because they're just trying to get to this specific point. Meanwhile, they can highlight all these things along the way, in which they don't really pay too much attention to. Not by choice, but
What is that thing?
if that makes sense. Oh,
Oh.
you're angry now.
It's a fragment
We
of a
no
meteorite
suit change.
that landed outside
We
the
got an
city
upgrade.
years ago.
Yeah, I fucking love it. I was gonna say, Daniel, you're totally wrong. I love it. I love the descent into madness.
Well, I like
love
the
the
des-
goopy. I love it so much.
I like that they pay attention to that detail, I just don't like.
Bonds.
I
The
love the
texture.
goofy Anthony 2023.
I'll put it on my Twitter.
No one follows you on Twitter.
Exactly.
Put it on the Misguided penmanship Twitter,
Alright.
that no one else also follows.
That also doesn't exist yet.
We don't have a Twitter.
was hurt,
No.
and
Sweet.
it chose you.
Let's keep it that way.
I'm sorry, nobody has Twitter anymore.
Daniel, no one wants to call it by its actual name.
X-Force.
We need to destroy it.
The fact that you had to do the full arm thing while you were yelling it.
X-Force, let's go. X-Force.
What is it's X or whatever?
Yeah.
Destroy us?
You said it chose me.
And Daniel, in case, actually, I guess both of you didn't realize what that also sounds from Deadpool.
It makes me a better spider. Whoa, I didn't actually know that was the next line. That's pretty cool. I actually feel kind of cool. I am him.
I'm gonna spoil this a little bit. I love Peter's emotional
Eyes on the target.
baggage in this game.
Sure.
Oh, if you're gonna say that, that's not a spoiler. Peter Parker is built with the emotional baggage bundle. What do you mean?
I love how the symbiote was fine until it encountered Peter's emotional baggage, and then it just is gone crazy.
See, that's why I was always.
That is a
invested.
very fun concept to think about because is that 100% true? We don't know.
Harry was just grateful to be alive. He was having a good time, doing his own thing, and then Peter came along.
Connors is cured. The suit's still going
And
strong.
if that's
to be
not
fair,
Spider-Man, I don't know what is.
We don't know how the long-term effect of Harry having it would have been either.
Which is
Yeah.
Because Harry was having a very good time, and he'd only been probably out a few days.
I'm a little
Yeah.
concerned, but
With this.
And you know what? I think because Peter keeps using it all the dang time, that's what's accelerated this process. If it was just Harry and he didn't use it,
Nobody got killed.
and it was just there,
and you know I had to cure him somehow.
Like there's probably no 100% answer unless we talk to the writing team here, and they could give us an actual answer. I doubt if we tweeted at them, they would tweet back. To be fair, so
That's why we go to their front door and ask.
yeah. You first of all, you go do that, Chris.
I will.
Must be deadline
Okay.
stress.
So,
I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna be honest.
when are we going to Comic-Con then
In the
for this?
meantime,
When's Comic-Con?
we
I
can
don't
help
know.
out here.
Normally in the summer.
Yeah.
In the summer. That's when we're going.
Yuri said she was going to do some
Scarlet.
recon on the followers of the Flame
Damn.
and their leader. Gotta see what she's been up to.
You thought I was gonna hit the ground.
I know you wouldn't die because we don't have it turned on.
You want me to?
No. I never played with that on because I don't want to deal with it.
Wait, what on?
You can turn Fall Damage on.
Oh yeah, I remember.
I did the fucking loop-de-loop.
You can loop-de-loop for quite a bit, actually.
I've never successfully got it to work.
Really? I did it in my save like all the time. Once I
No, I don't know why I've never really get it to work right, but it just never works right.
I don't like
you still need a little bit of momentum.
Yeah. How much time is left on this episode?
I don't like thieves.
I did not turn the timer on my phone this time. I forgot.
We got 7 more minutes in heaven. Alright, let's be honest. All 3 of us have never played that game before.
I've played that game, but was never.
I thought you were going to say, but it was with your sister.
No. We did it at the Twin yeah. That was.
I've never played the game, but to be fair, I at least have an excuse because up until like late high school, was I ever really out with my friends in this town?
That's true. You lived in.
Yeah, I lived like 30 minutes from the school district, and I had to ride the bus every day to and from, so I never really had time to be in town with people. And there was only like
No, I just.
2 other guys my age in the actual town.
I just rode my bike everywhere.
I had a small group of friends. Wait, I'm just kind of curious what he said. Okay. I had a small group of friends, and all we would do was be cooped up and play video games. And that was a good time. Hence why I have no social skills at all.
It's okay. I've had one girlfriend in my entire life, and she asked me out.
I have had a few But I asked them all out. So.
Yeah.
Just go for it. Shoot your shot. Be Spider-Man, bro.
Yeah, but that would require me to actually talk to people.
I talk to people.
I believe Daniel. Daniel, we'll set you up. 2 likes and we set him up.
-1 like.
Damn it!
Already done. We're already off.
I already disliked the video that was not published yet. Let's try the spider. Ain't that Spider Clan?
Yes.
It says Mangaverse though.
It.
Oh, I guess
Spider-Clan is a manga.
Well, it's complicated. Names. The name's a big thing.
I also wouldn't want to fucking read that. It's blurry.
Can't wait to read it.
Part of the reason I think they changed the name from Spider Clan to Mangaverse
You're still in
is
the
because
I thought Connors was gonna help you get it off.
the clan part really doesn't
I hear you.
Sorry, can we
fit
do this
nicely.
tomorrow? Just so bait from
That makes sense.
Blizzard.
I feel like there's another clan in our history that doesn't necessarily have a good rap.
They had the pointy hats.
The Call of Duty Sniper Clan from Black Ops 2.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we
Okay.
could have.
They had pointy hats.
The Call of Duty Black Ops Clan?
I love this part.
That symbiote treating Peter better than Mary Jane ever treated him.
Well, to be fair, she probably was about to do something. I'm gonna put my laptop away and I'm gonna come over. I'm gonna put the blanket on him.
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt.
Nah. Do we want to go through this part before the
I
next
love how
episode?
the blankets are just like.
Can you speed run through it? Are you fast?
It's not a fast part though.
You're slow.
I just mean that this is
You're
kind of just.
slow.
I think we should end the episode here.
Wow.
But my personal experience with this.
Wow. He's slow.
I am not slow. This is just a long scene.
Alrighty. I guess since Anthony wants to cut the episode 3 minutes early. Unless we find something to talk about with a
I mean, yeah, we can
3 minutes.
absolutely talk about stuff. I mean, could abandon the mission.
We can abandon the
You go to photo mode and
Yeah,
Just
because
because-
it'll just do this work.
It's not worth it. We're just gonna wrap up
look
this
at
episode.
that poster right there.
Alrighty, guys. This was Misguided Penmanship Minecraft Story Mode, Episode 8, where we figure out that
don't think-
Petra dies. So, hope you guys enjoyed. So, say
Is
your
that an
goodbyes.
actual spoiler for the game?
What?
Is that an actual spoiler for Minecraft Story Mode?
Theoretically.
I've never played it, and I know you can't buy it anymore.
I watched it.
I know you can't. Yeah, you can't buy it no more.
I watched Dan TDM fucking die. That's a spoiler. Okay, guys. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
Ciao, muchachos.